Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this very easy stitch. I think this stitch is nice for a blanket, for a cardigan, for a hat, for a leg warmer. So many things you can do with this stitch. This stitch works with even numbers. I'm gonna use 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, even though this yarn recommends that I should use 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. So with this stitch I would suggest you go with one number bigger or two numbers bigger. So I'm gonna go with two numbers bigger. Okay, so even numbers, we're gonna skip the first chain from the hook, and into the second chain we're gonna do a single crochet, and this row is gonna be single crochet in each chain. So we're gonna move to the next chain, single crochet, next chain, single crochet, and so on. I have this stitch, but I just did a small modification, so some of you might like this. It's a little bit some opening between the puffs. Yeah. It's a very easy stitch, 2 rows repeat, goes really fast. So last chain, single crochet also. Okay, we're gonna chain 2, turn your work, and into the next stitch, not this one because the chain is coming from this, into the next stitch we're gonna do a double crochet, and this row is gonna be double crochet in each stitch. So we're gonna move to the next stitch, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, and so on. So these are not the rows, the 2 rows that we're gonna repeat. This is just the base, and you can do with this, you can work with this stitch with variegated yarn. You can change colors, like every 2 rows you change colors, but variegated yarn I think is the best to use, because when you change colors you're gonna have to hide the tails, and it's not a fun thing to do. So the last stitch, double crochet also. Okay, we're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now we're gonna do 1 row of single crochet in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, we're gonna go in there and do a single crochet, next stitch single crochet, and so on. We're gonna do single crochet in each stitch. And you, like I said, this goes with even numbers, and when you skip the first chain and you go into the second chain, you're gonna have odd numbers of stitches. So the next stitch, single crochet, and we have that chain 2 at the end, so we're gonna go on top of the second chain in there, and we're gonna do a single crochet. Okay, now, so from this moment forward, this will be the rows that we're gonna repeat. So we're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and we're gonna go to this double crochet, and we're gonna do a puff. So yarn over the hook, go into the second double crochet there and do a puff. So once, yarn over the hook, go back again around that double crochet and pull up a loop. You're gonna have 5 loops in total. So we're gonna pull the yarn to the first 4 loops, and we have 2, pull the yarn to the last 2. And now if you put your work like this, you will see where is the next stitch. It's right next to the puff, yeah, right here. So we're gonna do a double crochet, and we're gonna alternate like this. So you're gonna move to the next double crochet, because in here you did the double crochet through the stitch, and then the next stitch will be a puff. So yarn over the hook and move to the next double crochet and do a puff. So once, go back again around that double crochet and pull up a loop, pull the yarn to the first 4 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, and into the next, which is the double crochet here. Through the stitch on top, we're gonna do a double crochet. Okay, so you're gonna move to the next, which is here, and we're gonna do a puff, and we're gonna alternate like this. If you want this puff bigger, then you can go one more time, like 3 times. I go just twice. It's up to you. So the next stitch, which is the double crochet here, through the stitch on top, we're gonna do a double crochet. Next stitch, it's gonna be a puff, to front post puff, let's say. Pull the yarn to the first 4 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, and the next, it's right here, it's kind of tucked, you know? That's why it's good to work with a little bit bigger crochet hook than the yarn recommends, because otherwise this will be like you'll miss, you know? So we're gonna do through the stitch a double crochet, into the next stitch, yarn over the hook, and we have the last double crochet of this, let's say the row, and we're gonna go around that, and we're gonna do a puff. So once and twice. Pull the yarn to the 4 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, and at the end here we have the last stitch, and we're gonna do a single crochet. I'm gonna show you the sample that I did, and you'll understand why I do single crochet in the beginning, well, chain 1, and the single crochet at the end in the last stitch. Now we're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and we're gonna do single crochet in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet, and so on. Single crochet in each stitch. So you have the puff stitch and the double crochet stitch. So in each of them you're gonna put a single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet, and at the end also single crochet. Now you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now we're gonna repeat the row with the puffs. So into the first stitch you have a single crochet here. You're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, and now we're gonna go below where we have the puff, and around this puff you're gonna do a puff. Yeah? So you're gonna do once, go back again around that puff, pull up another loop, pull the yarn to the first 4 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2. So now into the next stitch, double crochet. Into the next stitch, which is the puff, you're gonna do a puff. So once, twice, pull the yarn to the 4 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2. Into the next stitch, double crochet. And I think with this one it has some spaces between the puffs. If you are to put single crochet here instead of double crochet, if you put single crochet, the puffs will be kind of close. So if you want a little bit some space, you're gonna work with a double crochet. Next stitch, double crochet. Next stitch, puff. So once, twice, into the next, double crochet, and into the next stitch is the puff. So you're gonna pull up loops once and twice, and now at the end we have the last stitch here, single crochet. So it's gonna look like this, and this is gonna start to build. This goes really fast, depends on your yarn size. Yeah? So now you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna do single crochet in each stitch. So if you, whatever you choose to do, what project you choose to work with this stitch, you should finish with a single crochet in each stitch. The last row should be single crochet. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and so on. You're gonna put single crochet in. If it helps, you can pull this a little bit to see the stitches. Well, if some of you're beginners and you really want to try this stitch, just pull a little bit if you don't know where is the next stitch. So we have 2 stitches, next 1 and 2. Okay, so you're gonna chain 1, turn, pull a loop, and then cut your yarn, and you finished. So why did I say to do single crochet with a row with the puffs instead of double crochet? It's a little bit straight, the edges. The edges will be straight and not so open work. Yeah, here at the end, the ends here. If you are to do double crochet, it will be like this. You will have openings here. Yeah, if you, for example, you want to do a blanket with this stitch and you like you want to attach, let's say, 3 or 4 double crochets in each on the, like a border, blanket border, and you want to put 3 or 4, 5 double crochet, well, not 5 but 3 or 4, and then you can work with the double crochet instead of single crochet when you start the row with the puffs. Yeah, so you will have the holes here, and in these openings you can put 3 or 4 double crochets in each. Yeah, so you will have these openings if you want for a blanket, for example. But if you want for a straight border, then you will maybe you will work with a single crochet, and this will be okay, not having openings, yeah, at the end like this one. So this is the sample, and it's quite thick. Working with puffs, it's quite thick, the stitch. So this is the front and this is the back. For a hat, for infinity scarf, for leg warmers, it's quite nice. Yeah. So this is the stitch. Looks quite nice, and it's very easy. Only 2 rows repeat. That's quite easy. So if you like, you can give it a try to this stitch. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.